That's pretty good. Okay.
Maxwell, stop.
Whoa, Maxwell. Whoa.
All right, so let's start with the warm up.
Everyone's gonna be watching this video and they're gonna be like, Maxwell, oh my god. I don't want to like get in the way.
I'm watching you.
No. You're not.
Thank you.
Yeah. Get raw. I can't believe I only saw like 2 suicide squad outfits.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised.
I thought it was gonna be like all suicide squad and like
Yeah, man.
Wexford. 2 clowns and 2 suicide.
Some people need to try.
Okay, so we've been working on fractions, distributing fractions, you guys. The warm up is a blast from the past. All right. So all the stuff we did the first 3 weeks of school, it's not stuff for you guys to forget about. All right. What did we do the first 3 weeks of school?
I don't remember.
Radicals, exponents. All right. After this week, we're going to be putting everything together. Okay. Distributive property, combining like terms, distributing fractions, and then we're going to throw in exponents as well. So distributing powers of x, and then I might throw some radicals in there as well. Okay, take another minute. How you doing?
Maxwell, was it fun taking off that stuff on your face?
Yes and no. It really hurt, but it was really relaxing to have it off.
Yeah.
Close, yeah,
You
you
should
got
just
it.
open
All
your
right.
mouth.
The process here is the same, okay? The process here is the
That's
same.
pretty good.
So,
Not anymore.
what's the first step?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just come to your house.
X squared.
All right. Okay, Mac, does that answer your question? This first part right here is going to become this. Okay, is everyone okay with that?
Sewer.
Is anyone confused by that? Okay, you guys are all good?
Well, also,
Bennett?
if it's x times x, like 1 times 1 equals 1.
Okay, what about the next part?
It's just x.
It's just x. Right? Okay, and then let's write this out. Now what? Hold on.
Whoa. Whoa.
Crispiette.
Whoa.
Crispiette. Now what?
So now we would subtract 4 because you can subtract 4 from anything. So can you subtract x?
You can indeed subtract x
Good job.
from both sides. Alright, what does that give us?
X squared equals 4.
Right? Okay, you guys can probably solve this in your head, but how do we solve it using algebra? Someone tell me in their head what x is equal to.
1.
Yeah.
It's not 1,
It's 2, right?
it's 2, right? Some number squared.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's been a while since we did
What are you
exponents.
talking about? Single.
Evidently, it's been a long time since we've done exponents. Okay, Eli B knows that in his head, 2 squared is 4, right? How do we use algebra to solve this? What can we do to both sides?
Divide by 2.
No. There's no 2 here, right, for us to divide by? You can't divide by this exponent, right? What's the
Turn it into
opposite?
x times x.
Do you guys remember? What's the opposite of a square?
Negative.
Okay, radical. So we can take the square root of both sides.
Wow.
Okay, this cancels that. What's the square root of 4?
2.
Okay? Jamara? Remember? From 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago? So next week, all right, next week, you guys are gonna start seeing a lot of this.
Yay.
Okay?
Never talk.
All right, let's continue from yesterday. This is a problem that my dad made.
Fun.
Actually, he helped me with. I made it and then I plugged the value of x back in and I made a weird mistake, and then my dad's a engineer, so he's pretty good at algebra. He helped me figure it out.
Oh my bad.
Okay, there it is. Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Anyone still want this up here? Alright, great. So, that's great, and your notes have gotten a lot better, but I would really, like, if I were to give you some advice, maybe start right here.
Okay.
Use use the whole sheet, right? If you start all the way on the right, then, like, you're wasting all this space right
You're
here.
wasting
see?
paper. You're killing trees. You're killing the earth.
No, I mean, we'll recycle that anyway, so it's not really wasting a whole lot.
You'll kill
What was that?
Okay,
Kill on this guy.
alright, you guys, someone tell me the first step here.
-1.
Hold on, let me see some hands. Mac.
You have to like the 1/2 x negative, the negative 1 x. You have to like
I don't see a negative 1/2 x.
You're just doing
the thing, the very start.
What's the sign on this term? Mac?
It's positive, actually.
Positive. This is positive. Okay, remember the sign is always on the left.
Oh, it's just a subtract.
It's
Then
negative,
This
right?
term is positive, right?
Yeah, but then you do. You,
This term is negative.
It's negative.
You draw the line to look it up, and you have to
Where does the line start?
on the one.
Right here?
Yeah.
You guys agree? Okay, where does the line start?
I'm not the right side of the negative.
Right here. Okay? What are we doing here that I had you guys do on your quizzes you made for me? We're distributing a negative sign. Or yeah, you can think of it as distributing -1. Okay? Really important. Really, that's why we did distributing negatives last week. Alright? This right here is what we're distributing. Okay, take a minute. Take 30 seconds to do that. Okay, Mac? Take 30 seconds to do that. Tell me what you get.
Since you two thought the fractions become negative,
Yes.
The first one's gonna
The
become
second
negative.
one would be positive because it's a negative times a negative.
Okay, what about this one?
It's a positive.
Okay, it's gonna become positive. Negative times negative. Mac, you see how this term right here?
In this case, it equals up positive.
The sign is always on the left. Okay? This 1/2 is negative. This 3/2 is positive. This 1/2 x is positive. Alright? This 1/2 is negative. So negative times a negative,
Positivity.
positive.
No.
1/2. Okay? Alright.
Okay.
Now what?
Let's get out.
Hold on. Maxwell Parade.
Yeah.
Now what? I just did it wrong. That one.
Okay, I want you guys to work on this on your own for 30 seconds while Maxwell does the same thing. Iris, you got it?
What?
Eli?
So
Oh,
like
never mind.
shrines.
I got it. Never mind.
Maxwell?
I got it.
Okay, what's the
Okay,
next step here? I mean, there's actually a couple different steps you can do. That's why I don't want to say like this is the only way to go, but this is what's one way to go, Eli B?
Could you subtract 1/2 from each side?
You could indeed subtract 1/2 from each side.
that equals
Or you could then choose to combine them like terms.
Okay, you could do what Kyle said and choose to combine like terms.
That's what I did.
Alright?
That's
So
what I did
there's
as
two
well,
different paths we could take.
And
Let's go the Eli B
What did you
path.
get?
Alright?
I got -1/6.
Equals 3/2 minus 1/2.
Muy bien.
And then who said it? What's 3/2 minus 1/2?
One.
Just one, right?
Approximately 1.
Is it 2 over 2?
No.
Is it okay if I write 1? Does anyone, if I do
I'm
this,
not letting-
does anyone have questions why I did that? Maxwell?
No.
You okay? You understand why this becomes 1?
Yeah.
Chike?
Not really.
Okay, it became 1 because 3/2 minus 1/2 is going to be 2/2. Alright, if you have 2/2, that's the same as having 1 whole. Alright? So we can just write 1. And it might, in some cases, maybe this one, it might be better to leave it as 2 over 2. Okay, now we can do what Kyle said. What did Kyle say? Combine like terms. Okay. Is there anything we have to do before combining like terms?
Common denominator.
Denominator, which is approximately 6.
Okay, so go ahead and do that. Take 30 seconds, take a minute, find a common denominator.
6. It's gonna turn it into and
-1.
-1/6 is the answer to the equation. And,
Close. Alright, 6, right? 6 is our common denominator. Okay, so we're gonna multiply this by 3 and this by 2. Alright, so that gives us
do it.
3 over 6x minus 6x equals 1. And check me, alright? I might make mistakes up here. Okay, sometimes my brain gets mixed up a little bit. Okay, what's 3 minus 4?
Negative.
I would say -1.
That took you a while.
-1/6. That equals, in this case,
Negative 1 over 6x equals 1. Remember the warm-up from yesterday?
No.
Nobody remembers the
Oh,
warm-up from yesterday.
I'll go back.
Okay,
I'll
you
go
can
back
look
in
in your
time.
books. You can turn the page.
I don't know.
Alright, what's a different way of writing this? Remember, why did we do that yesterday? What's a different way of writing this?
Don't remember.
This is multiplication, right? Okay, how do I express x as a fraction?
X over 1.
X over 1, if you were to mush these together by multiplication, right, you would get negative x over 6 equals 1. And then these are those one-step equations we did last week, right? Bennett? How do I solve this guy? Remember 6 over 3 equals 2? Okay, this times that is that, right? We can apply that same logic here, right? So how do I apply that logic here? Right, so in our case, instead of 6, we have something like this, right? The denominator times,
Oh, so be 6.
so negative x equals 6. And then
You'd flip it.
what's regular x equal to? What's positive x equal to?
-6.
Okay, x equals negative 6. Did anyone get that?
Jesus did.
Iris, you got that? Okay, you were close, JJ. I'm going to show you a different way. You guys want to see a different way of going from here to there?
Yeah.
Okay, really quick. Divide both sides by negative 1/6. Then you can work on dividing your fractions. And then you would get x equals 1 divided by negative 1/6. Reciprocate and multiply. X equals 1/1 times negative 6/1. Okay? And then x equals negative 6. Alright, remember in math there's multiple ways of arriving at the same solution. Okay, so whatever works best for you, do that. Alright? Any questions? Eli Everts? Any questions? Jamara? Did I go too fast? Okay, so the video, I'm going to post it. You can always look back and pause, figure out what's going on. Alright? Yeah, do you want to sit over there?
That was me when I was sitting there.
Or like there, wherever might be a little bit easier. Can I erase the top part?
Yeah.
Okay, what I want you guys to do is take 5 minutes and plug negative 6 back into the original equation. Yeah, work. All right,
Yes.
this is gonna be some real work. Okay, to test your math endurance. All right, I want you to evaluate this. Okay, take 5 minutes.
That's the next right?
Yeah, I think so. Did I make mistakes somewhere? Did you guys all get that? Harris, tomorrow, Bennett, Mac, Isaac. What's that?
Oh, he's here.
Okay, great.
Well, when you have to, on the first step, when you have to multiply it on the bottom denominator too?
Nope.
This part right here?
Oh, you do that.
Nope.
No. On screen line, you wrote negative 6.
There is no, it's 6/1. We'll do the fraction.
Yep. Nope.
You need me to break it down or?
I'm just looking for the notes.
I'll write it right here. And I'm just gonna leave this as a fraction for now. Did anyone do this part yet? The parentheses?
I did. My,
Should I trust Avery?
No.
No.
Avery, what'd you get?
Definitely not.
If 3 people get the same thing, then I'll trust you guys.
Well, I got 12/3 times the positive, right?
Well,
Absolutely.
you gotta do the parentheses first, right?
Maybe.
I mean, you
Oh,
can do
yeah.
that. You don't
No,
have
I
to. You're
didn't
right. You're
realize
right.
that
You can
yet.
distribute that first if you want.
I didn't do that yet.
Okay, let's do Avery's way.
But we never do what's in the parentheses first. We always use distributive property.
Tell me why.
Yes, there's always an X.
Because usually there's a variable in there. Now we can actually add or subtract. Okay, use the operation that's in here. But that's fine. Avery's way works too. Okay, so you got
Like that.
this.
Wait, on like what,
One half.
on when you distribute the property on
Is that what you got?
negative 12 over 3, what that all, what happened, because wouldn't it be negative on the 3 too? So what would you do?
No, no. Okay, this, good question. This is really different, Chris, than this. Okay, this negative sign is on this fraction as a whole right here. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
So like, you know, you can write it like this
Alright, that's
if
the
you
option.
wanted.
So
Okay?
then, so this, I got it.
So Avery, did you get this?
Uh-huh.
Eli Everts?
I got that.
Alright.
No.
And then I
Can't you combine?
Now we have three terms with the same denominator, right? We can combine these two. What's minus 6 plus 1?
Minus 5.
Minus 5 over 2 equals 3 over 2. Okay, now we can add this to both sides. It's going to give us 12 over 3 is equal to 3 halves plus 5 halves. Okay. Do you see how easy it is to make a mistake in something like this? Alright? You gotta be really careful with every step, Mac. Alright? Every step of the way. Treat with respect, alright? With utmost respect, like your life depends on it, JJ, alright?
Wait, wasn't that one?
Don't take any step lightly, is what I'm trying to say.
Wouldn't
Hardcore
it be
respect right
plus
there.
The 12 over 3.
Say that again?
What does that do? Wouldn't this be plus?
It will happen to the minus 6 over 2.
No, this plus is with this term. So that's this plus right here you're looking at.
what happened to the negative 6 over 2?
Negative 6 over 2 we combined with 1 half.
Oh, I see.
And that gave us negative 5 halves.
Oh, yeah.
What's 3 plus 5? It's 8 over 2. Is this a true statement? Is 12 over 3 the same as 8 over 2?
Yeah.
It is, right? 4 equals 4. So our original negative 6 was right.
So let's do it now.